everyone, I'm Ari. Welcome back to my channel. I'm a certified fitness trainer and yoga instructor, bringing you the at-home workouts I've loved and curated over the years directly to your home. This is Gunnar, and today we will be going through a really nice, energizing, and strong yoga flow, taking us around our mat, playing with the space that we have. And all you need is your mat, maybe a block if you'd like to bring the floor up to you, a towel if you too are practicing on the hottest day of the year, like I am. It's midday here in Germany. So maybe grab a water and then meet me right back here on your mat and we'll get started in an easy child's pose. So shifting back, finding space, heels and toes come to touch, putting your booty to your heels and walking your hands out as far as they can go on the mat. We'll take some deep breaths in this pose, just grounding us into the mat before we work into the flow that we'll be getting into later, guaranteed to sweat. Allowing the inhale and exhale to really fill up our back, our spine, as the cats come into frame. And then we'll take this to the right side, walking our hands just slightly off the mat to the right, reaching our left now a little bit more forward so you feel the tension and a little release on your left side. Every inhale, imagine like you can send your breath directly to the left side of your body, and exhale the way it came. One more here. And then looking up, we'll walk our hands back through center over to the left side just off the mat, walking our right hand now a little bit more forward and settling in. Inhale the air now to the right side of our body. Feeling the expansion lift us ever so slightly, and exhale the same way it came. Two more just like that. And last one. And on the exhale, we begin to walk back through center and lifting up like a wave. So really articulating through our spine, rounding out, coming into tabletop position. Spine now towards the ceiling. You can keep your toes touching as you exhale, belly towards the mat and go back the way you came. So articulating cat and cow. So on an inhale, we rise and lifting our spine towards the ceiling. We shift our weight forward through tabletop, over our hands, over our wrists. Keep going till you reach the final spot. And then exhale, belly towards the mat and push back. And forward we go. Inhale, round the spine, come up over the wrists, over the hands, and then exhale back, belly towards the mat. Back towards the heels. On your next inhale, we'll come up. You can adjust your knees now so they're fully underneath your hips. And we'll take two big circles towards the right. Exhale, back we go. Inhale, now up over the wrists. Really working, opening up our body here, getting our wrists ready for what's to come as well. The next inhale, when we meet at the front of the mat, we reverse our direction. So exhale brings us backwards. Inhale brings us forwards. One more here. Exhale back. And inhale forward. And we find a neutral spine settling in, 90 degrees, wrists under our shoulders, knees under our hips. Inhale here. And on that inhale, we raise our right arm, hand towards the ceiling, look up, inhale, growing taller. And then exhale, thread the needle, right hand under left shoulder and twist. Two more here on an inhale, coming up, untwisting, reaching up towards the ceiling, inhale. And then exhale, twist, coming back down towards the mat, thread the needle. One more dynamic. Inhale, reaching up towards the ceiling. And exhale. We come down. And we'll hold here in this twisted position. If you'd like to take the bind further, you can raise your left arm towards the ceiling and then guide it gently behind your back, allowing your chest to open up a little bit deeper. Whatever feels right for you today. I personally like the hand up towards the ceiling option. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, we drop the hand and we unthread the needle, reaching up one last time towards the ceiling with our right hand. Reach up, look up. And then exhale, planting our hand down and bringing now our right foot in between our hands. We'll work into a crescent lunge, just lifting up, reaching our hands up, look up. Inhale, grow taller, untuck that toe in the back, and just be here. Pushing now through your pelvis, through your hips, feeling the electricity come on. And then right hand meets the right knee, grow taller with the left, and then tilt just slightly towards the right. Can you open up now and look over more towards the left to see the ceiling? And then exhale, we twist. Left elbow comes to right knee. And you find a twist. Hands come together, looking out to the right side. Maybe here is enough. Here is enough of a twist. Or if you'd like the challenge, untuck the back toe and come up into a low lunge twist. Hands remain in prayer, pushing onto your knee. Holding here. If you'd like to open your arms, find a twist that feels right for you. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Yes, you can. Inhale and exhale. Last one here. Inhale and exhale. Hands come now. Frame the front foot. Take a big step to the top of the mat and find a forward fold. Nice deep bend in the legs. Grabbing a hold of your elbows if that feels right. Bending and straightening each leg. Just finding some ease here. Coming into center, left hand now comes to the mat. Bending into the left knee, we open up, still working the right twist. Right arm to the ceiling, look up. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, reach up. Forward fold again. And then together we'll rise, leading with a heart and spine. Arms wide, Tadasana. Reach up, look up. Hands at our side. How we doing? All right, inhale, reach up, look up. Here we go. And we forward fold. Halfway lift, reach up, look at the horizon. And then together, on an inhale, we'll shift our weight back, coming into chair pose, sit into the world's most awkward chair, just slightly out of reach. Coming up, arms reach up to the sky, looking up just as is comfortable. And then exhale, we twist. Left elbow, right knee. I said it right this time. And then we'll hold here, hands in prayer, twisting so you can see. Hands in prayer, look out towards your right. We'll hold here for a few breaths. If you want to expand, opening the arms. Maybe you can take a bind. If you are so flexible, your arms are so long, I like the open arm option. Knees are just still in one straight line. Nice, one more breath. Inhale, and exhale, we forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then hands plant, we step back through plank pose, shifting back into our first downward dog of the practice. Take a minute and pedal out the legs. We're still just warming up. Any move here to feel into your body now. I personally love down dog, so if you want to take a few extra twists, a few extra pushes into your body, feeling it expand in your own time, by all means. Take one more breath. And then find stillness, pushing into the palms of your hands through the heels. And then shifting out together, articulating our spine all the way into plank pose, and then lowering all the way to the mat. On an inhale, untuck your toes and push up into cobra. Bend elbows, heart open, and exhale back to the mat. Hands a little wider than the mat's width, maybe on the fingertips this time. We lift up together. Neck is the last to raise. Inhale. And exhale back to the mat. Even wider this time, fingertips. Inhale, leading with the chest, with the heart. Big inhale at the top. And then exhale all the way back to the mat. And we'll lift back up together through plank pose, up into downward facing dog. And we'll repeat this again on the left side. Coming back into tabletop, we start. So we'll take 2 more big circles. We do have 2 sides. So we'll do all of those twists and openings on the left now. Maybe a couple in each direction. Just some nice circles around your space. We're just playing. That's really all this is. Yogi playtime. All right, find center when you come back through your circle and settle in. Adjust your hands if necessary so you're 90 degrees, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And on an inhale, find stillness. And exhale, let's go. Inhale, we raise our left hand towards the ceiling, look up. Let's thread the needle a few times. And exhale, thread that needle, left hand comes under the right shoulder. And then we lift up together. Inhale, reach up towards the ceiling again. Inhale, and exhale. Coming through, thread the needle. Inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale, thread the needle. One more time here. Inhale, reach up, look up. And then exhale, we thread the needle. This time we'll hold down whatever you took on the other side. Maybe your arm came up to the ceiling, or you felt so bold and took a bind, or you just had your hand down by your shoulder, allowing a little extra pressure to help you twist open towards the ceiling. Hold here. Your feet stay 90 degrees just behind you, parallel, twisting at the torso. Every exhale, allowing you to open even deeper. Inhale, grow tall, which is funny in this position, and then exhale, twist deeper. All right, inhale, and exhale, plant the hand just underneath the shoulder, and untwist, reaching up, look up at the ceiling, and then plant the hand, and this time our left foot comes through, crescent lunge this time. Toe is untucked in the back, reach up, look up. And then on an exhale, left hand comes, just gently resting on the knee, and then we tip over, using our right arm as leverage over our head, looking up, allowing us to grow taller with an inhale, and exhale, we settle in, tipping even more. Look up towards that ceiling, opening up more towards the right if you can. Feeling our hip flexor really go, yo, good morning. And then from here, exhale, right elbow comes to left knee, hands come to prayer, twisted low lunge. Staying here is absolutely great. Or if you want to try, untuck that back toe and come up and balance. Low lunge, twist. And if you got this and you're like, I can do more, let's do more. Let's unfurl the arms and float them, one up towards the ceiling, one towards the floor. Challenging the shakes and the wobbles, using the breath. Yes, remember to inhale and exhale to find stillness, find grounding. You are so strong. One more. And as we exhale, hands plant just in front of us. And we take one big step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Bending generously into the knees. We plant the right arm and we rise the left one up towards the ceiling, bending into the right knee, look up. Inhale and exhale. Forward fold, swiveling around in our space just a little. Maybe you grab the elbows and bend into each knee as you go side to side. And then we'll find some stillness in front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, look up towards the horizon. Exhale, forward fold. On a rise, we come up to stand. Arms come out to our sides, leading with our hearts, our chest. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands at our sides. We're doing great. All good. Inhale, reach up, look up. And then exhale, we forward fold. Hands wide like wings. We fly all the way down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And just as before, we exhale, arms come down to reach up, sitting into the world's most awkward chair. Just a little too far. We continue to sit back like you really could sit into a chair if it was there. Inhale, and together exhale, and twist towards the left this time. Hands come to prayer. Right elbow, left knee. Our feet remain parallel towards the front of the mat. If you can, just make sure they're still in a line. There could be a board right in front. Not one is shifting more in front of the other. Parallel line as you twist. Leading with your torso, look up to the left. Inhale. And exhale. Maybe your arms come out here. We're still playing here. Inhale, still hanging out in chair. Can you go a little deeper? Sit a little deeper. Inhale. As my voice shakes, exhale. Okay, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant as you want. Maybe you jump, step, or hop back into plank pose. I just scared my cat. Come down through your chaturanga, lifting up, upward facing dog, and meeting in downward facing dog. From here, pedal out the legs. Find some expansion. And we'll start to really get into our flow now. Find stillness in down dog, pushing through the palms of your hands, your ankles, your heels grow more into the ground. Shifting your booty towards the sky. And then on an inhale, we rise, lifting our right leg towards the ceiling, and a nice big bend through the knee. Lifting up, leading with your knee towards the ceiling. Inhale, and then exhale, send it all the way through our space, getting it to the front of our mat in between our hands as we needed to get there. On an inhale, our right arm comes up towards the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale. Arm comes down to come up, meeting in high lunge. Bending generously into the front leg. We'll hold here for a few breaths, allowing the strength of this posture to really set in. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. All right, let's move this thing. On an inhale, we rise, both legs straighten. On an exhale, we'll look to the right and twist and open. Right arm now comes straight behind us. Twisted high lunge, settle down. On an inhale, come back, untwist, look to the front, straight legs. Exhale, bend through the top front foot and twist to the right again. Using our breath, inhale, untwist, look to the front. And exhale, we twist to the right and we hold here. Twisted high lunge now. Yes, you can. Embracing the shakes and the wobbles. On an inhale, reach forward lightly with your left hand and then tipping back, twisted reverse high lunge. And then on an exhale, we meet at the top in a forward fold. Big step to the top, getting our left foot just parallel, hips with distance, and then find space. On an inhale, halfway lift. And on an exhale, we come down and sit back, chair pose, reaching both of our arms up, look up. And just as we did before, hands come to prayer and we shift over to the right, left elbow, right knee, and twist here. Opening our arms just as we have before. Inhale and exhale. Sitting even deeper. Inhale and exhale. Hands come back to prayer if they were open. Come back to center. This time, hands come out in front of us, still in a chair pose, the funky, funky chair pose. Come up onto your tiptoes and hold. Hands just in front of you, palms facing each other. Holding for 3, holding for 2, and on 1, straightening the knees ever so slightly, tipping over your space. Hands come to airplane diver's pose, like you could dive over the front of your mat. High on this tiptoes. Yes, you can even higher. I'm shaking 2, for 3. Yes, you can for 2. You did it for 1. All right, heels plant, come on up, Tadasana. Gentle bend in those knees still as you reach up, look up. And exhale, hands come to prayer in front of our space. A nice big bend in those knees. Maybe just taking a moment, either keeping our hands in front of our space or just at our sides. Maybe some gentle sways. Yoga has a funny way of sneaking up on us. It's so beautiful. And then all of a sudden, your muscles go, oh my goodness. All right, from here, reaching up, left foot comes to follow. So left knee comes up to our space, single leg, Tadasana. On an exhale, right arm comes just outside of our knee. We'll take a twist, looking out over the left. Left arm comes behind us, looking out to the left. Or if you got it, back to the left, which I do not. So I will keep looking out towards you. And from here, we'll untwist, hands come back, look forward, and we'll tip back using our long expression to bring us through warrior 3 and through to half moon. Right arm plants, open up, twisting to the left. Half moon on our right leg. Using our back foot as leverage to lift us higher. Pointing the toes. You can play between pointed and flex, whatever feels right for you, go for it. And on an exhale, we'll switch. Left hand now comes, and just as we've been doing, more twists, twisted half moon. Right arm now comes up in front of our space towards the ceiling. Left leg remains high behind us, maybe feeling even heavier than it did just a minute ago. Can you lift a little higher? Challenge the strength, challenge your hamstrings, lifting up out of your space. Grow taller. And then exhale, hands come down, and we'll shift back together, bringing our back foot to the back of the mat and opening up warrior 2. Right leg is in front of our space. And settle in, warrior 2 together. We'll fly this 3 times. Inhale, extend, reach up, look up. And exhale, we settle. Inhale, extend. And exhale, we settle. Whew, I am sweating. Inhale, extend, and reach up. And exhale, we settle here. Coming in a little deeper this time. Can you come further into the posture? So straight with your back leg. Your body's so tight. Looking out over your middle finger. Hold here. I used to have an instructor that would say, you have nowhere to go, nowhere to be. And the whole time I'm thinking, yeah, but this is getting harder. I know. All right. On an inhale, reach forward, just lightly past your knee. And then exhale, tipping back, reverse warrior light with the left hand. Reaching up out of your space. And then cartwheeling the hands on an exhale, chaturanga. Stepping back into plank pose. Maybe you're on your knees, you're a full plank. Bring yourself down close to the mat and then lifting up, upward facing dog. Big breath here. And then exhale, downward facing dog. So good, so good. And we'll take a tiny stroll to the top of our mat. Before we go into the left side, we'll take a little minute. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then from here, walk your feet out now, mats width distance, and shift your booty all the way back through the awkward squat and into malasana, so yogi squat. So I'll shift so you can see, aka peeing in the woods, whatever you would like to call this pose. Your elbows come just inside your knees, using a little leverage to open your chest, open yourself up more, and sit in deeper. Maybe you're still on your heels, or it doesn't look as deep as mine. Whatever, as wide as you need it to be, just allowing your body to find space, shifting side to side. Then we'll come to center. Right arm comes to the mat, left hand comes up into a twist and reach up towards the ceiling. Another twist, shocking. Inhale and exhale. Left hand towards the mat. And other side. Right arm comes to the ceiling, inhale. And exhale. Both hands come down in front, and then we'll just pop back, come into a seat. Feet come in front of us. And from here, we'll go in a little boat ride. Feet come out 90 degrees. Arms come out in front. On an inhale, we rise. And an exhale, we shift all the way back down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, shift back. Inhale up. We'll do 8 more. So 8. It doesn't have to be pretty. 7. 6. There's no rush. 5. Form over speed. Form over speed. That's 3. I haven't forgotten. 2, unless I did. 1, hold up here. Shifting back just a little bit more. Can you make your chest even broader as we'll tap the floor left and right each foot for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, yep, each side, 4, 3, yes you can, 2, 1, and hold up here. Come up even higher. We'll hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Cross your legs in front. Come in to a nice easy seat, and we'll take 2 big circles to the right. And then to the left. And then from here, however you want to get back to your down dog, maybe you cross your legs, plant your hands and take a gigantic step back, jump back, or just get to down dog. Untuck, come through chaturanga if you'd like. Upward facing dog. And again, we'll meet in down dog. Woohoo, here we go. All right, other side is calling. All right, let's do this. Finding some stillness. My hair is all over. Inhale, reaching the left leg now long behind us, reaching up towards the ceiling. Take a nice bend through the knee and use the knee as leverage, bringing it up closer to the ceiling, feeling our hip turn on. Inhale and exhale. Bring the foot all the way between the hands to the top of the mat, and then find a twist. Opening up, left arm comes to the ceiling, reach up, look up. Inhale and exhale. Each time, just coming a little bit more into the twist, looking up even to see the ceiling that much more. And then your next exhale, the hand spirals behind us, and we come up and meet in a strong high lunge, bending generously into the front leg, the one behind us, straight and strong. The sweat is absolutely running. Holding here. Each inhale just helps us to imagine ourselves growing even taller. And exhale, we find more ease into the now shaking posture. I know. All right, let's make this fun. Inhale, everything comes up to straighten. Woohoo! And then exhale, twisting open to the left side and settling in, looking out. Twisted high lunge. Inhale, everything straighten, come to center. Exhale, twist and settle. Yes, you can. Inhale, twist to the front, look up, reach up. And exhale, twist and find your fullest expression. Letting the back arm now come more towards the back leg. Looking out towards the left. Can you go deeper? Can you feel your arms splitting yourself in half? As if you're going to give someone the biggest hug in the world. They just happen to be on your left side. Inhale, reaching forward slightly, tipping back on an exhale. Reverse that twisted high lunge. And then exhale, meeting in forward fold at the top of our space. Back leg comes slowly. Planting just to the top. Feet hips width distance, forward fold. Bending and straightening each leg. Maybe your hands now holding your elbows, saying, oh my God. And then we find stillness. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, we shift back into the funky chair pose. Hands come up past our ears, shifting down even lower this time. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, hands to heart space and twist to the left. Right elbow, left knee. Knees remain parallel. Sitting deep. Inhales and exhales here. If you would like, open up your arms like wings, reaching up, looking past your left fingertips if you can, or just over to the left side of your space. Sitting deep. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, come back to center. Hands come to heart space. Coming up onto your tiptoes. Oh my goodness. Hands out in front. Yes, you can. We're here for 10. For 9. Tiptoes. 8. 7. 6. 5. Yes, you can. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Extending your legs, still on your tiptoes. Arms come behind us. Airplane. Diver's pose, diving over your mat. tiptoes, and breathe. You are so strong. Last breath. Bending down, feet meet the mat, gentle bend. Let's just come to stand. Big bend in those knees, allowing the blood flow to come back. Maybe some light bend and extensions. Hands at our sides. Inhale, reach up, look up. And our right foot now comes up to meet. And on an exhale, we twist over to the right, left hand coming on the outside of our right knee, allowing us to twist even deeper. Single leg. Stand. You are doing so good. And then coming out of this, untwisting, arms reach up, and then we tip forward, extending through warrior three. Left hand comes to the mat this time. Half moon on our left leg, right arm reaching up to the ceiling, right leg lifting up behind us, giving us even more momentum and stability here. Whether your back foot pointed or flexed, bringing it as high as feels right. And then exhale, we'll twist this one. Right hand now comes down to the mat, fingertips or block, twisted half moon. Left hand to the ceiling, keeping a nice bend in the front leg if needed, as much as is needed. Lifting our right behind us as strong and firm as possible as we twist to the left. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale, both hands to the mat now. We'll take one nice, slow, gentle step back and open up, spiraling open into warrior two. Back foot is parallel to the back of the mat, bending into the front leg. Inhale, everything extends and lengthens. Look up. And then exhale, settle in. Two more. Inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale, settle in. Inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale, we'll settle and hold. Shoulders spiraling down and back. Looking out over our middle finger, our body just so straight that we could fit in a toaster. We are a sword at this point. And on your next inhale, tipping past your front knee and using it to tip back and paint the sky, reverse warrior. And then exhale, your chaturanga, hands framing the front foot, stepping back into plank and bringing your body close to the mat, halfway down, and lifting up, upward facing dog. And then meeting in downward facing dog. And we'll hold here, finding stillness. Letting our breath guide us back into our bodies. Letting the energy that we've just released and also acquired come back as it whirls around us. Every inhale takes it back in. And every closed mouth exhale allows us to ingrain it even deeper. On an inhale, right leg rises. And then exhale, knee comes slowly up into our space in between our hands, setting up for pigeon. walking our back knee, our left leg a little bit further back. Finding what's right for you. If your ankle is so close to your groin they're touching, that's awesome. It is your body. The only thing we want to avoid in pigeon is any real pain in your knee. So if you need to, you can prop your booty up on a block to bring the floor up to you. Otherwise, take your hands just outside your knee, lift the back knee up just slightly, and shift backwards. Reset. And then inhale, tip of your fingers, opening up your spine, look up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, we walk ourselves out as far as feels comfortable for sleeping pigeon. As comfortable as this posture can be or might not be, thinking every so often, let's try to keep our body center. So not allowing us to shift too far to the right. Maybe walking our left hand a little bit more out in front of us just to give us more leverage to stay center. We'll be here for a few breaths. And then from here, on an inhale, we'll walk our hands just underneath our chest, lifting up. And if you'd like to take mermaid, taking your left arm back, reaching for your back foot, and just giving a slight tension as you look forward. If this is too much for you today, go ahead and just play with shifting your weight up and back very slowly, allowing a little bit of mobility into the glute that we are firing up right now. So wherever you are, we'll be here for just a few more breaths. Your fullest expression. Maybe you can just take the leg. It's just free form. Your practice. I am your guide. And then we'll release the foot without boomeranging it back, setting it down very lightly. And we'll shift over so we're seated now. Our left foot is extended. Our right foot is now towards our groin and to a seated figure 4. From here, reach up, look up into your space, and then exhale. Left hand will reach for our left foot as our right arm comes up over our head into a nice side stretch. Maybe your arm doesn't go all the way there. Maybe you're more up here looking at me going, that's a lot. Whatever you have is beautiful. And it's enough. Last breath. On an inhale, reach up, come back through center. Place the right hand behind your space. Walk your feet just a little bit out, and then use your hip as leverage, leaning into your back arm. Push up off your mat, leading with your hip. Left arm over your head. A nice hip opener. Inhale. And exhale, come back to seat, pivoting towards the top of your mat, shifting back, downward facing dog. We won't get too comfortable here. We'll go straight to the next side. Left leg comes nice long behind us. Inhale. Exhale, bringing the knee between our hands, setting up for pigeon on the other side. So walking our back leg hover so gently backwards until you feel centered on the mat. Untucking the back toes, using your fingertips as leverage, shoulders down and back. Look up, reach up, and then exhale, walking slowly down. Each side is different. This side feels like it has never done a single stretch in its entire life. And this, I am giggling because this hurts. That's why we stretch. And just like the other side, as our mind begins to settle and wander, maybe we just think, let's keep ourselves centered. I like to walk my right arm just a little bit further out than my left. I find it helps me keep centered so I don't completely tip to the left side. We'll be here for a few breaths. Last inhale and exhale. And on your inhale, walking your hands, your fingers back. And if you took mermaid on the other side, by all means. Or if you're playing around with the mobility of inhales, reaching up, and exhales, hinging forward, fabulous. Keep doing it. Otherwise, reaching back, come into mermaid. Back foot comes up, reaching for it with our hand. And inhale, we look forward of our space. We find something that feels good for us. Playing with hand grips. Doesn't have to be pretty. It just is for you. And then gently we release the back foot and we come to sit. I'm just going to pivot so I see you. Right leg is now extended in front of us. Left foot comes in towards our space. Reaching up, inhale, both arms. Right arm reaches for the right foot. Left hand over our ear towards our right foot. As close as you can get to it, or just in the general direction. We're opening up our bodies still, however that means for you. And then we'll inhale, come up. Left hand now becomes behind our space. Using our right, we reach up, lifting through our hips, reaching back behind us. Inhale. And exhale, booty meets the mat again. Both legs out in front. And we'll take a nice forward fold. This time we sit. Inhale, reach both arms up. And then exhale, reaching for our toes, flat spine as far as feels good. And then eventually, once you're ready, let it go. Just feeling what feels good, just to let your body undo itself. Maybe your neck is now just falling. The muscles in your face are releasing. Maybe like a kid as they blubber their lips. You can try that as well, allowing the release of air from your mouth to let your cheeks, in the smile and all of the tension we hold in our face, just relax. Just try it. It'll feel funny. You might drool, but it does feel good. And on an inhale, we'll reach up together. And then exhale, find your way into your final resting position, coming down to your mat gently. Maybe bringing your knees to your chest. For one last big hug in. Squeeze it all together. And then exhale, release to your Shavasana. And we'll just be here, letting the practice solidify. Taking one last inhale. And then wiggling the feet and the toes. And then in your time, coming up to sit however you would like to get there. You can keep your eyes closed if you would like. We'll just meet in a nice easy seat, coming up slowly, allowing the blood flow to match your movements, no rush. Finding a nice easy seat. Be swaying side to side, a few neck rolls. Then coming to stillness in your space. We'll take one last inhale together. And on an exhale, we'll bring our hands to our chest. And I'll say thank you so much for joining me today, for choosing this video to share your precious time. It is your body, your pace, and your power. I really look forward to seeing you next time. Subscribe and comment, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Namaste.